Hey guys, Delman here, and let's have a look at Cloud Imperium's monthly report. So, let's have a look at what CIG have to say. I'll be reading this word for word, so you can get the monthly digest in audio form by Demo Man here, which is me. So yeah, let's get started. Cloud Imperium, Los Angeles. Engineering. In regards to vehicles, the engineering team progressed steadily on Item System 2.0 and all that it encompasses. They also dug deeper into object containers and object container streaming, both necessary tech for further expansion of our seamless universe. Per usual, bugs reared their head and were successfully squashed, with aided progress of Star Citizen and Squadron 42. Tech design. Our technical design team aided local engineers on implementing Item System 2.0. We also pushed forward on several ships, such as the Constellation Aquila, the Drake Herald, to bring them closer to flight readiness. Finally, we worked alongside the global team to keep the bug queue down. Art. This month, our character team grew, allowing us to make bigger moves on both character quality and deliveries. We took the Sand Nomad from the start to finish, while also pushing the overall character pipeline forward. This included solid progress on clothing, other characters, general pipeline improvements that will help make the best looking characters possible. Narrative. Besides providing weekly lore posts, the Jump Point magazine articles marketing copy, the narrative's big team push involved writing and capturing a ton of content for 3.0 in a mocap shoot held this past month in London. Progress was also made in additional content for 2.6, Galaxopedia, new component descriptions, and all sorts of really secret stuff. Quality assurance. LAQA was the front and center at CitizenCon this month, with Vincent Sinatra playing the Homestead demo live at the event. When not tackling CitizenCon tasks, they did daily Item 2.0 test and provided support to LA engineer tasks. Colby Schneider worked on Squadron 42 including the vertical slice, and supported LA production when needed. Eric Piatro assisted the ATX team with the PTU deployments for the Advocati. Between his sessions of bug hunting and regression, he also gave gameplay tutorials to some new hires who were eager to participate in new internal playtests. Finally, LAQA began interviews for a tester position and hoped to add new member to our team soon. Cloud Imperium Austin. Design. This month we focused our attention on upcoming landing zones. Lead designer Robert Ringer and Robert Gayather created blueprint-level design docs that gave a unique look and feel for various shops and services in Crusader, Microtech, and Herstorm. These blueprints provide the basis to generate requirements to other teams, like clothing from the character artists, so we can begin to populate these locations. Pete Weather Wizard McKay has been trucking along Trade Slayer, which is an end-to-end economic model of how item gets created from mining, commodities, refined, manufactured, and finally placed on a store shelf. He also added UK design in balancing FPS weapons and items for Star Marine. Also been finalizing the first iteration of Price Fixer, which will generate in-game values based on the characteristics and component costs for all our ships and uniform their pricing in the persistent universe. Lastly, Rob Ringer has been working closely with the UI team on the shopping kiosk, GDD, to create mock-ups and for how that system would be interacted with. Once approved, it will be passed off to engineering for implementation. Art. Chris Smith and Josh Coons made good progress on the respective ships. Josh finished the Herald and is now in QA testing, and has moved on to the Cutlass variants refactoring to bring them up to our current standards. Following feedback from design and Chris Roberts, he's already progressed the ship into the grey box phase. Meanwhile, Chris Smith completed his final art pass on the Constellation Aquila, which appeared in the Homestead demo at CitizenCon, and Amir Swatzer worked on the lighting for the Star Marine maps. Animation. Recently, the PU animation team tackled implementing a whole set of background animations, such as characters interacting with datapads using the PAW tool, getting in and out of bunk beds, and eating at the mess hall table. These will be used in both Squadron 42 and the Persistent Universe, and must work within the parameters for subsumption usabilities, which are nodes that AI navigate to and interact with. Our ship animation team supported animation tasks for the Ursa Rover, Drake Caterpillar, and Drake Herald, while providing insight for ships like the Misk Prospector, Drake Buccaneer. We also added combat speed animations to the Retaliator, Merlin, M50, Scythe, and Freelancer. These new animations shave off valuable time when entering and exiting a ship. Backend services. Lead server engineer Jason Eli spent most of this month completely rewriting our hub server. This provides more scalability as our community and player base grows. Next, Jason is turning his attention to grander changes within the backend infrastructure to better optimize our services, among other things. SR.server engineer Tom Sawyer is busy optimizing the lobby system and smashing bugs to make it flow smoother. As part of our front-end refactor, he wrote a new leaderboard that will allow it to display in-game instead of just on the website. Lastly, Ian Jethro at Why My Byte has been busy. Wow, that was really WYRMBYT. I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce that, but yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Let's get back in. He has been busy creating admin tools for our servers. These new tools will give our game support team more capabilities, including reserving a game master slot on a server, providing /commands to better identify specific info and presence, allowing for better instant controlled testing. Quality assurance. Throughout September and October, Don Ellen and Todd Rafferty lead the charge testing the Homestead demo. Meanwhile, Andrew Rexworth and Tori Tuners, with support from Tyler T., tested the vertical slice, providing other Squadron 42 support. Scott McCreary, Brandon Crocker, Matt Gant focused on Star Marine. The team also tested deployment of multiple 2.5.0 builds for the Advocati to test and provide initial feedback on a number of ship balance changes being considered for 2.6.0. Bryce Brenton stated rebuilding the Q&A documentation on server stability diagnostics and bugging. He and Kate also worked with the UK team to test and verify several new automation tests. Jesse Mark assisted in the rebuild, a new set of web dashboards for the LiveOps and NOC teams, while Michael Blackard and Elijah Montegro assisted the Austin animation team with a new ship enter and exit animations. Game support. This year for CitizenCon, we provide support for both on-site and at the home office, as there was a need to help both attendances and all our players take advantage of the Polaris and or combo sales. We also spent a lot of time on Advocati test flight and doubled the size of our volunteer group. The Advocati, aka the Advocados, now numbering over 800 people, includes members from 40 countries speaking 18 different languages. This group playtested a full game balance pass and provided us with tons of data that will inform changes in 2.6.0. We also hired a few people as we grow on scale along the needs of the service and extended to be closely collaborating with customer service team. In time, we'll unify our teams to provide better level of service and quicker response times. Finally, we cross-trained our base team. They'll be foundation of a much larger organization needed once Squadron 42 and Star Marine are closer to launch. IT operations. IT from all studios came together to support the CitizenCon show Los Angeles. Prep work took weeks, and after the show, it took another week to reorganize the equipment. We'd like to give a special thanks to all the volunteers who provided tremendous support with setup, teardown, and packing of all the related equipment. IT also supported a number of developers who covered in LA for final preparations. Dennis Daniels, LA's IT manager, worked directly with Mike Jones, IT director, and the rest of the staff to oversee the builds, and over a dozen matching computers used the final development polish and the presentation itself. The computers used included ASUS X99, a motherboard, ASUS STRIX 1080 GPU, Intel i7 5820 CPU, 64GB Corsair Vengeance RAM, Corsair H55 cooler, Intel 750 series 1.2 TB PCI Express SSD provided by Intel. LiveOps DevOps. In October, the LiveOps DevOps team delivered around-the-clock build and deployment support for CitizenCon. We acted as the gatekeepers, controlling each branch of their representative builds and timing, so there would not be conflicts preventing replication to dev teams around the world. After CitizenCon, the team shifted focus to live server infrastructure optimization and patch size reduction. The goal is to deliver smaller patches, and every single member of the team is now committed to this task. Foundry 42 UK. Art. In case you hadn't heard, CitizenCon happened this month. This awesome event kept us busy as we produced all the great artwork and designs for the RSI Polaris. We also started on a new MISC ship and the Banu archetypes, wrapped up the first round of the Asperia Prowler, finished the Kastaki Arms sniper rifle and pistol, and the usual smattering of ship items and props. The environment team had a wide range of tasks waiting for them. We worked to bring captivating mood to Star Marine maps. We also collaborated with our DE studio to ensure both art and engineering have what they need to make our planets look even better and allow us to make more easily intricate assets. As work continues on the Microtech, Crusader and Hurston landing zones, it is important our planets work well with the different setting these each have. The DE studio designers also supported our artists on brand new ideas for as-surface outposts, modular space stations and satellites. These are bread and butter of what players will be visiting, so we hope to show off more of this soon. Finally, we are hard at work at Squadron 42. All our levels are in the final art, and we are gearing up to unravel what we have been doing with the vertical slice, which will be the first true look at what we are doing across Squadron 42. Let's not have the environment team hoggle the spotlight. The ship team was busy with the Drake Herald and Vanguard Hoplite for 2.6, both of which are flight ready. And testing with QA, the team was also busy with capital ships and are in the middle of the final phase of closing out the Idris, Javelin and Bengal. In addition, we have started development on the Vandal Hunter. As the driller wraps up, we can take a lot of what that team has done and apply it to the next Vandal set of ships, so those get done faster. Graphics. The graphics team focused on several new features this month, including rotating asteroids, physically accurate spotlight fall-off important for headlights and torches, and complex shader glow effect for alien spaceships. We've also started on major rework and unification of all the shadow systems. It was vastly increased the number of simultaneous shadow casting lights we can support, while providing higher resolution shadows and improved performance. Props. So last month was hectic but rewarding. CitizenCon also provided added bonuses of highlighted areas of the pipeline to be improved and refined. A large amount of work also went into Squadron 42. The low-tech set continues to grow. We converted some older assets over to the new material system, which looks great and is much more efficient. The dressing asset library, think handheld sized props, continue to grow. Destructible props are being worked on now, so soon you'll be able to shoot exploding barrels, blow out lights and windows, and create mayhem. Audio. Besides setting up music logic systems and cinematic cues for Star Citizen's Homestead demo, the audio team also did work on the ambience, scavenger voices, the epic sandstorm, and more. Work on Star Marine including setting up the music logic system, ambience and SFX support, grenade bounce work, and bug fixes. The team also refined various ships like the Dragonfly and the Caterpillar, and refactored the Xian Scout's engines. Improvements were made to the quantum drive, ship weapons, and player death. The music system was reworked to support multiple concurrent music suits, so there will be seamless music throughout the game. The cinematic flow node was made more robust, and the audio dynamic range changed to the drop-down box with 3 choices amongst many other things. We also improved workflow and collision interpretation with the goal of different clothing, armor, weapons making specific sounds when bumping or scraping various surfaces. Quality assurance. QA focused on Star Marine really put the control game mode through its paces to weed out some nasty crashes. We tested the new music logic system, which really adds drama to the experience. With new ships coming in like the Vanguard Hoplite and Drake Herald, we made sure to match the exacting standards required of spaceflight ready machinery. In addition, sweeping balance changes for the flight model, shields, and ship weapons kept us extremely busy. 2.6 adds a huge amount of Star Citizen, and we've enjoyed our part in bringing it to you. VFX. This month, VFX did a cleanup optimization of Arena Commander in preparation for Alpha 2.6. The team also worked hard on the Herald and Vanguard Hoplite, which will be making their flight-ready premieres in the patch. We also made improvements on both ships and also updates including shader fixes to FPS weapons. We also reworked on general ambient VFX Star Marine levels, as well as bug fixes and particle library texture cleanup. For the Homestead demo, we supplied ship contrails, fully driven by code and data, general ambient effects, sand, debris, weather improvements, including flood impacts, and upgrades to Dragonfly explosions and Ursa rover effects. In addition, atmospheres entry VFX are now fully driven by code data. Last but not least, we also continued R&D for planetary VFX automated placement. Programming. For 2.6.0, we completed a large overhaul of camera system unified code between different modes such as the chase, orbit, passenger, spectator cameras. This allows us to have more dynamic and cinematic cameras and provides more control over DOF, FOV, operator shake, point of interest, and zoom. 2.6.0 also contains big changes for the UI. Now you can change your loadout without having to go to the hangar. We're also investigating a new mega map, which would allow you to go between the Arena Commander modes and environments without having to load in, exit out of maps. Animation. We did a lot of work in Star Marine implementing looting animations for weapon pickups, working grenade functionality and visuals, bringing legacy weapon reloads to our current quality standards. Must say they're looking quite nice in first person. Besides general bug fixes, we also captured assets for stealth kills, various angles for combat-ready AI responses to noises. There are also work done to AI combat animation sets. Most of it was focused to enter or exit cover, blind fire, and under fire. Design. In October, the UK design team have split between 2.6 and Squadron 42. The live team added mission content for Crusader, including many secrets. We put in new asteroid tech that will vastly improve the ring around Yila, tweaked station security, and bolstered the belt with improved shipwreck sites. These were widespread Arena Commander upgrades as well, including persistent missile inventory between deaths, pickup pirate swarm rebalance, and improvements. Squadron 42 designers worked on various elements of the vertical slice. This section of gameplay was deliberately picked as it contains almost all the aspects of gameplay required overall, but also lacks major spoilers. The intense focus on this section and paying dividends in terms of fixing issue that can sometimes persist late into the development cycle. UI. At the start of October, the team focused on the HUD and UI needs for the planetary demo showcased at CitizenCon. Since then, the entire team has been working towards the UI needs for 2.6. This involved a significant overhaul of Star Citizen's front-end menu system. In effects, the game lobbies for Arena Commander and Star Marine new in-game leaderboards. Provided much-needed visual update to the main menu pause screens, which we will hope this overhaul, which will present much improved user-end experience, especially for new players. Aside from the new front and overhauling, we also worked on the character team on creating new first-person helmets and HUDs that will have their own individual look and feel. We want to make game-specific UI to functionality properly and be visually consistent with the rest of the game UI. Finally, we supported the environment team with ambient screen assets and animations, which gives some life and movement to our environments. Foundry 42DE. Programming. A large amount of this month's work was focused on getting the code for CitizenCon where it needed to be. In combination with Global Roadmap, we did a lot of work on the current ecosystem's vegetation and object spawning, as well as terrain blending. We worked on vegetation rendering to further improve the performance on CPU. The atmosphere received some attention, including work on cloud modeling and shading, as well as really good progress on improving the visual quality of ocean rendering. We focused some time on occlusion, cooler optimizations, and physics improvements in conjunction with local grids. We continue to work on internal planet tools, iterating on a constant basis with the environment art team. Finally, we improved the accuracy of our facial rigs and wrinkle map triggering/blending. AI. A large focus for AI this month has been on Squadron 42 functionalities for subsumption. We added several new tasks that can be available to primarily and secondary activities and the future mission logic. To give you an idea of functionalities we expose here are the names of implemented tasks: move to target, set aim stance, set stance, look around, get target for entry, disable look and aim, peek from cover, enter exit vehicle seat, attach object, detach object, select gadget, start timer, has timer finished, set current time, time comparator, random number, pick up item, add item to inventory, set emotion, loop while, animate on spot, perceive faction mask. We also added a personal logger, a system that allows each NPC character to log some information useful to us to debug their state and behavior decision process. We also progressed on the implementation of the first pass of combat behavior into subsumption. The cover system was improved to correctly work in a non-Z-up environment, and we extended it to allow surfaces to be stored in a zone system. Character movement was also a big focus. We refactored the path followers to add the ability to raycasting on a nav mesh to correctly identify possible shortcuts. We also made fixes to the collision avoidance mode, including the ability to recognize the player as an entity so it can avoid collision by AI characters. For NPC characters, we reintroduced the Percedo speed calculation in the game code so that animators and designers can correctly use Mannequin to select animations based on the AI's current movement speed. We also developed the emotion component that will become central place to drive emotion behaviors of each character. Of course, the information of the emotion will be driven by the relation of NPCs with the character as they are interacting with. AI spaceships can now accordingly request the usage of both quantum travel and afterburner. Those requests can also be triggered by designers. The latter can now be requested by AI, space vehicles to target characters, and leave a formation without requiring it to be disbanded. Design. Last month, the entire system design team traveled to the UK to help with CitizenCon. Since then, we are putting what we learned to good use and readjusting some of those systems to improve the quality and make future production faster. The landing system also received attention. We continue to refine the various landing scenarios, such as pilots landing on either pads or in hangars, docking either with stations or other ships, and how this looks in-game, e.g. takeoff procedures, requesting permissions, landing procedures, landing queues, etc. The level design team worked on space station locations for the 3.0 release. A lot of progress has been made in designing a modular system for building space stations, and cross-disciplinary conversations have moved this forward. The earlier work on modular surface outposts and modular satellites is continuing, with level design and art working closely together. Build. This month we optimized the resource compiler process, which currently takes up the most time in our build process. The idea is to run RC through the WAF, a Python-based build framework, and then distribute it through Incredibuild. This system will be hooked up to the new patch pack system, which we close being finished. We also provide the usual tools/build support to keep things running smoothly. Environment art. Frankfurt's environment artists spent the majority of their time generating ecosystems that were shown at CitizenCon. As we see in the demo, we created 5 unique ecosystems within a short amount of time, with a good amount of trial and error along the way. Now we are working closely with the engineers and UK artists to create additional assets and terrain types for more unique looks and systems. Cinematics. At the beginning of October, the cinematic team finished work on Planet V2 Homestead demo for CitizenCon. For it, we created a camera path that should have probably qualified for the world record, since it went from high orbit from Layer 3 into the planet's atmosphere and traveled hundreds of kilometers towards the Homestead site. We also built all cinematic movements for the demo, as well as various dressing and lighting efforts. Alongside Homestead, dozens of in-cockpit and helmet comms were prepped for Squadron 42. Ongoing PCAP to AI animation R&D was done by Jason Cole and Ivo Harsberg. As work with the AI team and designers with the goal of making look IK and AI locomotion blend fluidly and a narrative performance captured by storied scenes. As little side project, we also created a 3D logo revealed for the upcoming Star Marine release. Weapon art. Last month, the ship weapon artists were mainly focused on ship missiles. The existing missile assets were optimized and polished, and a handful of new variants added. The FPS team was busy with the grenade variants, as well as building iron sights for the Bearing P8 weapon family. Here's a small preview of the incendiary grenade. Quality assurance. For the DEQA, once everything calmed down after testing Squadron 42 Homestead for CitizenCon, we resumed our normal activities, with test requests ranging from the engine and Star Marine to physics-based testing with ragdolls using gravity boxes and gravity area, as well as checking zone transitions changing to inherited physics grids. QA engine specialist Melissa Estrada also appeared in Around the Verse episode 3.11 DE, where she shared insight on the life cycle of the test requests, how it goes from start to finish and prevents new issues from being introduced into a working build. You may have also caught a sneak peek of the physics-based test request being worked on by Chris. Speak using gravity boxes, gravity areas, part of the ATV this month, was exciting experience, and QA was happy to share the work done with the community. In addition to test quests, Glenn Nail also worked closely with the AI team on Squadron 42, as well as UK QA Star Marine test team. We wrapped up this month in-house playtest with Chris Roberts, Aaron Roberts, Todd Pappy, Ian Leyland, and reviews Star Marine's current state and obtained value feedback. VFX. The Frankfurt VFX team focused on effects for CitizenCon and Squadron 42, including various environmental effects such as clouds, heat refraction, sand blowing in the wind, falling rocks, dust around the canyon, and crash ship. The demo also required several unique bespoke effects, like the IED explosion that hits the rover, and sand eruption from the worm when it emerges from the ground, and the massive sandworm. Several of the effects required to work closely with the cinematics animation department. This included sand falling off the worm's body and spit effects when the worm roars at the camera. BHVR. Art. We've been focusing on some major upcoming milestones and are putting a lot of effort in showcasing diversity of Star Citizen universe in a variety of planet climates, architecture, and overall story of different locales. We'd like to share some of those current projects on locations being constructed for the Stanton system. As they're compared to early concept art below, these are all work in progress images, but the Stanton locations are coming together quickly thanks to the building blocks we've been constructing. Hurston. Hurston is a desert mining world controlled by a powerful corporation. Life on the planet is harsh. people working there live no better than indentured servants. Reflecting on the condition, the architecture and planet generally exhibits a significant wear and tear. Daily life is constantly monitored by planet security, a prospect reminiscent of Orwell's 1984. Microtech. Our second planet is Microtech, an Arctic environment. The natural conditions of the planet are inhospitable, and dome cities were constructed to ward off the natural hazards. Inside the domes, cleanliness, technology, simple elegance are the theme of architecture. Transparent glass, most prevailing building material. Reinforce architectural themes with interactive technologies, and view matching environments color scheme. Crusader. We are also working on Crusader, the gas giant with a city built on the clouds. The city consists of multiple floating platforms that are long and slender in nature. Between buildings, ships traverse through the skyline. Structures on top of the platform contain varying elevations, allowing breathtaking vistas to surprise the players in between silhouettes of buildings. Turbulent. Communications platform. At CitizenCon we finally revealed the new community platform we've been working on. Spectrum was designated to integrate forums, chat, and other key features into one streamlined platform. The initial launch will be a web application, but subsequent releases will include more functionality such as fully integrated in-game overlay and voice chat. Looking further into the future, we'll even be able to launch the game from Spectrum. Ship happens. October was a very busy month for ships. RSI Polaris, a military-style corvette, went on sale at CitizenCon and was met with great interest. Simultaneously, a number of the ships and ship packages, many with militia theme, were made available. CitizenCon also kicked off backer-only free fly, which included all flyable ships. After that ended, we launched another free fly, which was open to anyone who wanted to try Star Citizen, showcasing the Super Hornet as the trial ship. RSI Newsletter. The official Star Citizen newsletter saw an overhaul as we moved away from the standard RSS news update and into a new layout that favors curated content and more information from the community as a whole. Not only does it include each week's top stories, but it recaps updates for RSI subscribers, current promotions, and showcases top Arena Commander pilots, fan creations from the community hub, and sometimes brand new content you've never seen before. Community. What a month. I really don't know where to start. The month of October was nothing short of epic. We had an unforgettable time meeting many of you in San Diego at the TwitchCon Bar Citizen. Great food, great drinks, great people. And then there was CitizenCon. The amount of support you all gave us was incredibly humbling, an experience we will not forget. We have said it before and will say it again. Having the opportunity to interact with all of you really recharges the old battery. The conversation, the memories, the stories. The moments we shared and have us fired up and focused on 2.6 and 3.0 and beyond. And if the official CitizenCon was not enough, the Star Citizen community in Germany organized and held their very own CitizenCon event as well, alongside almost 500 citizens that attended the event. Some of our own Foundry 42 Frankfurt showed up and had a blast getting to speak on panels and meet everyone. I could go on and on and on, but I could go on and on about how much fun we had with all of you, but I'll save us all some time and simply hope that you all understand how much we appreciate your support. On the streaming front, it's become difficult to keep up with the amount of new podcasts or Star Citizen streamers. This is a problem we are okay with having. We spent a lot of time interacting and lurking on Twitch, and it has been heartwarming to see many veterans answering questions, creating adventures, and fighting the good fight alongside newer backers. On the community hub front, you have all successfully made choosing MVP one of the most difficult tasks of our week. The sheer amount of new content we have being posted is overwhelmingly awesome. From a full-size 3D printed bearing P4SC rifle by Rice Maiden to another hit piece of music by the legendary Uthos Riley. We are having a blast sorting through all submissions flowing in, so keep them coming. Thank you all for making October one to remember. We can't wait to see what you all come up with next month in November. The wrap-up. Looking ahead, thank you all for an incredible month. There's plenty of work to do, so we're going to keep working hard on Squadron 42, Alpha 2.6, Alpha 3.0, and beyond. In 2 weeks, we will be kicking off our yearly Citizen anniversary livestream, which celebrates the end of the original Star Citizen crowdfunding campaign. The event is going to focus heavily on our ship pipeline, and there will be plenty to see. Tune in or catch it later in the space. Well guys, I butchered loads of people's names and struggled a little bit here and there. Hope it wasn't too jerky here and there, but yeah, no, it was pretty fun reading that, and I thought, you know what, why don't we make an audio version for all you guys who don't have the time to read it or whatever. So yeah, hope this information helped you guys and stuff. I'm gonna keep on working hard with these videos and stuff like that. Please leave comments below and stuff on what videos you'd like me to do, because, you know, you need ideas, folks. I'm running out of them fast. So yeah. Also, we are almost at 300 subscribers. Holy hell. I mean, we almost have 300 of you guys, and it's amazing. It's blowing my head clean off. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for leaving awesome comments and liking and subscribing and all that stuff. It really does make me happy, and I love talking to you guys as well in the comment section. You guys have really interesting stuff to say, and I really do appreciate all the compliments and stuff. The things you guys have said have been amazing, and yeah, I am really happy to be doing this for you guys. As always, commanders, you know the drill. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse. As our community and player base grows, next Jason is turning his attention to... And I made a mistake, god damn it. Oh well, here we go, this one's gonna go in the outtakes. Back-end services, lead designer. Fudge nuggets, he's not a designer, god damn it. He's a server engineer, what am I saying? More scalability as our community and player base grows. Next, Jason is turning... Jason! Ah, yes, Jason. Nice to meet you. The name's Bond. James Bond. God damn it. Oh, man. This one paragraph is killing me. What the hell? Quality assurance. Throughout September and October, Don Eli... it's not Eli. It's Ellen. Like the damn show. God damn it. I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna be... stamping on things and breaking things and throwing things across the room. Stop it! Damn it! Put the cookie down! Do it!